Dear students, today we are starting with a new lesson. Lesson number 4, time series in part 2. Chapter 4, time series. Consider the situations where a manufacturing company wants to predict the demand for its product for future years and make a production plan. Or an investor wants to know fluctuations in share prices so that he can decide if he should purchase or sell certain shares. In such situations involve a variable that changes with the time. Here the variable is demand and here the variable is share prices. Then the values of the variable used here over a period of time is called a time series. Let's learn the definition. Time series. Time series is a sequence of observations obtained through repeated measurements over time, made on a variable at regular time intervals over a specified period of time. That is, a time series can be taken on any variable that changes over time. It is a sequence of observations or the values of the variable. Now, some day-to-day example let us see. Values of monthly, quarterly or yearly production of an industrial product. Monthly sales in a departmental store, daily closing price of a share at a stock exchange, or monthly bike sales over a period of 3 years. These all are examples of time series. Now, time series analysis. It is a statistical technique that deals with time series data to analyze and understand the important characteristics of the observed data. Uses of time series analysis. First one, it is useful for studying the past behavior of a variable. By simple observation of the past values of a variable which are arranged in an orderly manner over a period of time, one can understand the nature of changes that have taken place in values of that variable during the course of time. Also, by applying appropriate technique of analysis to the series, one can study the general tendency of the variable in addition to seasonal changes, cyclical changes, and irregular or accidental changes in values of the variable. Second one, it is useful for forecasting future behavior of a variable. This is very important use. With the help of observations on an appropriate time series, future plans can be made relating to certain matters like purchase, production, sales, etc. This is how a planned economy makes plans for the future development on the basis of time series analysis of the relevant data. Next, third one, it is useful in evaluating the performance. Evaluation of the actual performance in comparison with predetermined targets is necessary to judge efficiency of the work. That is, if the predetermined target is achieved or not by looking at the actual performance so that it can be improved. Performance has to be improved or not. That can be decided through this. For example, the achievements of 5-year plans are evaluated by determining the annual rate of growth in the gross national product, the value of the entire goods and services in a nation or country. Now, it is useful in making a comparative study. A comparative study of data relating to 2 or more periods, regions or industries reveals a lot of valuable information that can guide management in taking a proper course of action. A time series itself provides a scientific basis for making comparisons between 2 or more related sets of data. Components of time series. An observed time series can be decomposed into 4 components. That first one, secular trend T. The word trend means tendency. So the secular trend is the component of the time series which gives the general tendency of the data for a long period. It is smooth, regular and long-term movement of a series. Growth of population in a locality over decades is a good example for secular trend because it is a long-term trend or long-term variation. Okay. Now we have two examples. There are two types of secular trend or tendency, that is positive or negative. Positive means upward trend and negative means downward trend. Here upward means when you plot the given data on a graph, you will get the curves for this time series. Here we have one example. Year and sales of certain product is given. When we plot the points and joining, we will get a curve like this, and there are fluctuations in the sale of that product, and there are fluctuations like increase, decrease. Still, when you observe the entire curve, it is going up, so it is a positive or upward trend. Now look at the next one. Here year and production of certain product is commodity is given, and still there are increase decrease in between the curve, and it is decreasing. When you look at the entire curve, it is going down. Its direction is downward, so it is a negative or downward trend. Second one, seasonal variation S. It is the variation in time series or the values of variable within 1 year. That is, it's a short term variation that is repeated more or less regularly from year to year. Seasonal variation may be caused by the temperature, rainfall, public holidays, cycles of seasons or holidays. The following graph shows quarterly sales in lakhs rupees of woolen garments in 4 consecutive years. This quarterly sales. So first year, first, second, third and fourth year, we can just go through this example. See, the first year, look at this part of the curve. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points are marked over this in this first year. And there are like starting, it is decreasing, then it's a increasing movement. So, the similar pattern only it is repeating in the next year also. Starting point, then it is little decreasing, then increasing. Again the third year also repeating the same, starting point decreasing, increasing. And the fourth year also the same pattern followed. That is starting decreases and then increasing. That is, it is repeating. This variation is repeated year to year. That we know the woolen garments, this will be like winter season, the sale will be more. Okay, that is the meaning of this seasonal variation. Third one, cyclical variation. Cyclical variation is a long-term oscillatory movement in values of a time series. These cause ups and downs recurring in a business. One complete round of oscillation is called a cycle. A typical business cycle consists of the following 4 phases. First one, prosperity, recession, depression and recovery. These 4 phases of a business cycle, where every phase changes to the next phase gradually. Look at the diagram. Prosperity means if the business going very well, then it is like it is gain time. That is prosperity. Then if there is a loss, slowly it is going to meet a loss, then it is recession time. And recession, after the recession, if the business is completely a loss, then it is depression time. And if after depression the people try to improve it, then it is a recovery time. Recovery, and then again meet a prosperity time, and there can be recession again, like this. So these all 4 process or phases of the business repeated. It can be repeated or it changes gradually. It is not a like sudden decrease or increase. It is very slow process. Okay. Next, irregular variation. Irregular variations are unexpected variations in the values of the variable caused by the unforeseen events that can include natural disasters like floods or famines, political events, line strikes or agitations, or international events like wars or other conflicts. It corresponds to the high frequency fluctuations of the series, or it does not follow any pattern. It is unforeseen, so it does not follow any pattern. Now the remaining part of the lesson we will continue in the next video. Thank you.